Expose your hidden potentials through your name. The spiritual meaning of your name. Discover your inner self through your name. By God's grace, in today's video, I wish to share with you what I will call your inner self, your heart desire, as well as what that particular name you are given at birth means spiritually, using a particular number regarded as inner self number or heart desire number that will help you to rediscover yourself and your potential. This will not only help you to rediscover yourself, for those that are potential mothers and fathers, you will think twice before giving any name to your child. And apart from that, it will also help you to make decision on the people you enter into friendly relationship, business relationship, or even marital relationship with, because just the knowledge of this alone goes a long way. With that, you're going to meet any prophet or any evangelist to tell you if a particular person you are into relationship with is actually your real husband or not, or your real wife or not, or your real spouse or not. But it is for those who are yet to get married. For those that have already got married, I'm sorry, you are out of the equation in this particular side of marriage. But for those that are potential, eligible spinster, and bachelor. So if only you follow me to the end of today's video, I will explain more of this heart desire or inner self number, and you will begin to go and use it and prosper more exceedingly. But before then, please give this video a thumbs up so that YouTube algorithm will also shift it to other people that need it. As you do so, may God bless you. So welcome once again to ZENITH Action TV. In this particular channel, I discuss three important variables which actually have safety and spirituality. Believe me, if you can understand and apply this three correctly in your life, the sky will not be your limit, it becomes your starting point. If this is the very first time you're landing in this channel, you're highly welcome. Please do well to hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification so that YouTube will always notify you once I upload a new video. For my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always stopping by. For my new timers, if you're looking for any video, all you need to do is go through the side button in YouTube, type ZENITH Action TV / the keyword of the video you're looking for. For example, destiny number. You get the video I've made in the past about number you watch and get some value. So without actually wasting your time, let's delve right in. You know, like I normally told you, that name plays a very significant role in the universe. And the name is very, very important. They have high vibration, so much so that when you are given the right name, things will be falling in pleasant places for you. When you are given wrong name, it also lives after you and cause some obstacles to your life. Jabez understand this very well. In Second Chronicle, you notice that Jabez discovered that the mother gave him Jabez because he was born out of sorrow. Even though the Bible records that he was more honorable than his brethren, but he was honorable but miserable. Not until he has to call on God that, oh God, that thou mayest bless me, enlarge my coast, and change my name. That it was when his name changed that he started making meaningful progress. Likewise, at birth, we notice that Benjamin, which is the last son of Jacob, that the mother was giving birth to him out of pain, he has to name him Benoni. But Jacob said not so and changed the name immediately to Benjamin because he understands that there is something about name. And that was why that even when God called out Abraham to take to a land where he promised to show him, he changed his name immediately from Abram to Abraham, father of many generations, because the name he was bearing before, there is some limitations, and probably this limitation contributed to his childlessness. But when he was changed to Abraham, he became father of many generations, that till today we are also a kind of descendants of Abraham, because that's why the Bible says, look unto your father Abraham, he was alone when I called him, and look unto your mother Sarah, and make them company. And likewise, you notice that Sarah was not the original name she have. It was Sarai, and God has to change it to Sarah. And even before Jesus Christ of Nazareth was born into this earth, God go ahead of him to say this is the name that he should bear. His name should be called Emmanuel, because he's going to save his people from sin. That is to tell you that there is something about name. Don't just wake up and accept any name that you don't really understand the meaning, at least from spiritual point of view, because by the time I expose to you what I have today, you will understand that your name, irrespective of what it has, have a spiritual number, and that spiritual number is what actually will help you to make right choices in your life. You know, when we are starting this month, I made a video about number 9. I told you how significant that number is, that it is the number of wholeness, completeness, and you understand that for every child to come into this world in completeness, that child will have to pass through the cycle of 9 months. Why is it that it's not any other month? But those that are born as premature mostly also come in as at 7 months. When it gets to 8 months, it's difficult for the child to survive. So why? Because those two numbers is highly significant. Likewise, in calculation of numbers based on the heart desire and inner self number, I'll be exposing to you today because it's more practical than just theory. The number, the way we count it under this universe, stop at 9. Once it reaches the 10, it begins again with 1, because 0 is nothingness. That was why it is void. It is nothing. The earth was without void and shape until on the first day God decided to create the light. Second day, and on and until he created man and rested. So now in this particular number that we are going to be generating today, you have a lot of implications. When you discover your number, you will be able to know how far you are making progress, whether you are living up to that number, whether you will be able to discover if actually whom you are is influenced by a number. There are some of you who are mothers and fathers, and your child is coming with a potential spouse. You don't even need much fasting and prayer before you know whether these two people are compatible or not, just by the person mentioning the name. And in this particular calculation of name, it's only your names. Like, for example, my name is Jennifer CHIOMA CHIDOZIE. CHIDOZIE is my surname. It is out of equation. Only Jennifer CHIOMA is what matters. But before we go over to practical side to say this, I need to tell you the meaning of all these numbers from 1 to 9, so that when we calculate, you'll be able to interpret. Even some of you that have been following me in this channel, I will use my name as an example. Then you go and use your own, interpret whether how your relationship with me and how you know me is in, whether it is reflecting. Then by the time you calculate your own, you will discover whether you are also a replica of the number you have. Now, another name for this inner self number or heart desire number is actually soul number. And now this soul number, these are the characteristics. Number 1, for anybody you calculated and the person's number happen to be 1, that person will always be independent, that person will always be ambitious, that person will always be determined, that person have some leadership qualities, and that person have strong desire to achieve his or her goal. If you want me to explain further, it may be in part 2. Because of the fact I don't want this video to be too long, I will not explain much. Now, for somebody that is inner self number or heart desire number or soul number 2, the person will always be sensitive. The person will always be empathic. Empathic is different from sympathetic. In other words, the person always tries to put himself in the shoe of another before judging somebody. The person is always cooperative, and the person always thrives in harmonious environment. He likes to work together with people. This person is highly supportive, and above all, this person values relationship. Now, the third one is what I'll call inner self number 3 or heart desire number 3 or soul number 3, is that this person is always creative. This person is expressive. This person is joyful. This person have a flair of artistic expression, and then this person enjoys social interactions. Please, as I finish these numbers, before we work it out, comment down below. Judge me, I'm not saying you now. What soul number do you think I am, based on your own assessment, especially those that have been with me in this channel? And then when we work it out, we see whether we are right. Please don't write it after I have calculated it. Please write it as you are watching this right now. God bless you as you do. Okay, now the soul number 4 is the person is a practical person, hardworking, disciplined, they are reliable, they excel in organizing and building solid foundations. So number 5 is this soul number person is always adventurous. This person have a form of freedom. It's a loving, it's adaptable class, can change environment and still adapt easily. They embrace change and seek diverse experiences. That is soul number 5. Now, soul number 6 or inner self number or heart desire number 6 is this person is nurturing, responsible. They find fulfillment in supporting and helping others. And then number 7, soul number 7 or inner self number 7 or heart desire number 7 is this person is highly analytical, introspective. They are highly spiritual seekers and they have knowledge and they enjoy introspection. Then when you talk about soul number 8, you discover that this soul number 8 people are also ambitious. They are authoritative. They are success driven. They want to achieve success in whatever they're doing. They are determined to achieve material abundance and power. The last but not the least is actually soul number 9. They are always compassionate people. They are humanitarian. They are selfless. They are dedicated in making the world a better place. The question is, how actually do we calculate this soul number? To calculate this soul number, you need to know the name that an individual was given birth to at birth by the parents or anybody that gave name that time. I am not talking about, there are some people after giving name, their mother-in-law, their father-in-law, they are a kind of grandmother, grandfather. No, that main name that the person was dedicated to God. Some people, though, they were dedicated to idols. For example, like we, when we are giving birth to, maybe that day we are taken to the church and then the priest say, what is the name of this child? That particular name, especially the one that is written in your birth certificate, that you have in your birth certificate, that particular name. Like me, I have 2 names. I am very much aware that my father gave me Jennifer and my mother gave me CHIOMA. Now, for me to calculate this, my surname is inconsequential when I'm calculating soul number, inner desire number, or inner self number, or heart desire number. What matters now is my first name. So let's go over to see how we calculate it using this back of the calendar I have improvised. All right, now it's for me to calculate this inner self or heart desire number or soul number that will reveal the true spiritual meaning of my name or true potentials that I possess. First of all, you need to understand how numbers is assigned to alphabet. Like I told you, there is nothing like 10. When you reach 9, then you start with 1. So apparently, the corresponding number to A is 1, B 2, C 3, D 4, E 5, F 6, G 7, H 8, I 9, J 1. So J starts with 1 again, nothing like 10. Then K 2, L 3, M 4, N 5, 0 6, P 7, Q 8, R 9. That is where the number ends. We start with 1 again. So S 1, T 2, U 3, V 4, W 5, X 6, Y 7, and Z is equals to 8. No, now having seen this, the question is, how then do I calculate my name, Jennifer CHIOMA? So let's come over to my name. This is my name, Jennifer, and this is actually CHIOMA. Now, looking at it, you will notice here that J may have 1. So therefore, J here is my corresponding number to J here is 1. E, you notice that E here is 5. I bring out 5. N, you notice that N here is 5. This N again, which is the second N in my name, is 5. And then we have I, which is 9. And then F here, which is 6. And then E is 5 and R is 9. Okay, based on the numbers I've assigned to the alphabet, you will notice that if you want to calculate my name, which is Jennifer CHIOMA, then from that alphabet, you will see that J is 1, E is 5, N N is 5, N is 5, I is 9, F is 6, E is 5, and R is 9. That is this full spelling of my name. And then my second name, which is Chioma, you will see that C is 3, H is 8, I is 9, 0 is 6, M is 4, and A is 1. So what are we going to do next? We are going to be calculating all the numerical value, the numbers on each of it. So what do I do now? So where J is 1, I'll have to write 1 plus, then E is 5, I'll write plus 5, and then N is 5 plus another 5, N is 5 again, then the second 5, then I is 9, which will give me this 9, and then F is 6, then plus 6, E is 5, then I have plus 5, and then R is 9, then I have plus 9, then C, that is from Chioma, is 3, I have plus 3, and then H is 8, then I have plus 8, then I is 9, I have plus 9, then 0 is 6, then I have plus 6, M is 4, then I have plus 4, A is 1, then I have plus 1. When I calculate it together, I will be arriving at 76. You can actually use your calculator to do it in order to see if you will arrive. Then what matters in this whole number is that it must have to be one number. That number must fall between 1 to 9. Then how am I going to generate that? Then I have to further add 7 plus 6. That's the 2-digit number, which is 76. I simplify it by adding it separately. So 7 plus 6 gives me 13. 13 is still bigger than 9, and it's double number. It is not a whole number. Then for me to get a whole number, then I will now have to say 1 plus 3, which gives me what? 4. So apparently, the sole number for someone with the birth name Jennifer Chioma is 4. So let's go back and check the qualities of 4. If actually this woman Jennifer Chioma is manifesting these characteristics, and that's to tell you that the numbers plays a key role in the universe. Whatever name you give to someone, one way or the other influences his or her actions. I hope you get it right. See it in the alphabet again, and then see the calculation. I need you to see it very, very clearly. Jennifer Chioma with the corresponding numbers from the alphabet. Then after calculation, and then it was 76, and then from 76 I got 7 plus 6 as 13, and when 13, 1 plus 3 was calculated, the answer becomes 4. Hope it is very clear. You know, after a teacher have taught, the teacher gives assignment. So your assignment is to go and calculate your own soul number and write in the comment section if the characteristics I've matched out about soul number 1 to 9 correspond with your own. Please don't shift the assignment to me. You know, the last time I thought about destiny number, a lot of people shifted the assignment. They started asking me to help them calculate. I will not help you. A teacher will not give assignment and equally do it for you. So do it yourself, and just comment down below if the characteristics you possess actually correspond with that soul number. For instance, now you see clearly that my soul number, my inner self number or heart desire number is actually 4. And now what actually is the characteristics of 4? Notice that by implication, what I explained to you, it means that that soul number 4, it has to be a disciplined person. The person has to be a reliable person. The person has to be a focused person that tries to achieve his or her goals. And the implication of this is that when it comes to attraction of money or luck and wealth, that this person, if this person work hard, this person will actually attain and achieve prosperity. And if this person make diligent effort using methodical approach to life, that this person is likely going to experience financial stability. And that is, this person is not a person that will take uncalculated risk or unnecessary risk that is likely going to make sound financial decision. However, irrespective of your soul number, I wish to say this, that you have the capacity, the vibration, the effrontery to achieve whatever you want, because your mindset is what matters a lot. So by next video, I'll be explaining to you some of the disadvantage characteristics or features or attributes that is associated with each of the soul number, because when you know, you can actually work on yourself so as to be the best version of yourself. So with this, I've actually come to the end of today's video, believing that somebody has actually found value. If you're one of those, why not give this video a thumbs up? Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so. Hit the bell notification so as to get my next upload. Comment on this video, share this video, and share it to everyone. Might actually be helping a lot of people. As to do so, may God bless you, not you. Cause it to ride upon the high places of this. Still your lady Jenny saying